Hello and welcome kids once again to your SST classes of class 5th. And kids, in this part of the video we are going to complete the book exercises plus question answer of the chapter 4, that is the land of dense forest, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Explanation parts has already been covered in the videos, lecture videos, so I hope you must have gone through that. Now coming to the book exercises, keywords I have already discussed with you, which you have to write in your SST fair notebook. But before starting the written work, you have to leave one page blank where you have completed UT1 syllabus, so that you can write UT2 syllabus in that blank page. And from the next page, with proper date and day, margin line, chapter name, chapter number, that is chapter number 4, the name of the chapter, the land of dense forest, the Democratic Republic of Congo. This you will write, and then these quickies which are given, that is only the keywords or definitions which you have to complete. Okay, now let's come to the book exercises which is given in page number 31 of my SST book. Question number A is multiple choice questions in which you have to choose the correct option from the following. There is a statement given and 4 options are given. Out of the 4 options, one is the correct option which you have to tick. And these book exercises is to be done in the book itself. Okay, this will be done in book. So the first question is, it passes through the northern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So equator. That will be the correct answer. River Zaire is also known as the river Congo. And one more name was, I think, highway of, here it is written, it is also known as highway of Central Africa, or river Zaire is known as river of Congo, okay, as the river Congo. Third, which of the following statements regarding the vegetation of the Democratic Republic of Congo is wrong? So out of the 4 statements about the vegetation, what is the wrong statement that we have to take? So trees of these forests fall their leaves once a year. This is a wrong statement because we have studied that these forests are thick and they are evergreen forest. It is written over here, they are evergreen forest, means they seldom shed their leaves. Matlab, they do not shed, all the trees do not shed their leaves often. Okay, so this is the wrong statement. Fourth, which of the following is the main food crops of Congo? So A is banana, B is cassava, C is both A and B. So this option is correct because both banana and cassava is the main food crops of Congo. Fifth, it is used in the fabrication of electronic components in computers and mobile phones. So we have studied about the tantalum mineral, tantalum substance about here, and this tantalum which is used in the fabrication of electronic components in computers and mobile phones. So now this book exercise is over. Then question number B and C. B is about very short answer and C is short answer, that is to be done in notebook, fair notebook. After completing the keywords, you will start from the next page. Again, you will give date and day, chapter name, and then you will give the heading very short answer type questions and will write question and answer both. Then you will do short answer type questions. But before this, we have to complete fill in the blanks, which is to be done in the book. Question number E to be done in the book, and question number F to be done in the book. So the fill in the blanks, first is Zambia is located towards the dash of Congo, so towards the south of Congo. Okay, this is from the map work. You have to study this map and then you have to find where is Zambia, and it is whether situated towards the north, towards the east, towards the south, or towards the west. So it is situated towards the south of Congo. In reference to Congo, means Congo will be the reference point, and with reference to that you have to find the direction of Zambia. So that is south. Second, the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo is Kinshasa. Okay, Kinshasa. That is the capital. It's a spelling Kinshasa. Yes, it is correct. Third, dash is the main port of the country. Then we know Matadi is the main port of the country. Fourth, the pygmies live in the dash part of the country. So they live in the northern part of the country in villages with traditional lifestyle. Fifth, dash is the main river in the Congo region. So Zaire is the main river in the Congo region. Now question number E, name the following. First, any two food crops of the Congo. Then we know main food crops are cassava and banana. So I have written. You also complete your book exercises in a very neat and clean handwriting. Okay. And use pencil only to complete book exercises. Question number 2, any two minerals of the Congo. So cobalt and copper. Any two cities of the Congo. Then it is Kisangani and Ubundu, Ubundu and Kishangani. You can write any two cities name from this map also. Okay, these are the Ubundu, Kishangani, Mungbere, okay, Bumba, Bondo, Kananga. So any of the spellings, any of the names which you find easy, you can write over here. These are the names of the cities. So I have written Kishangani and Ubundu. Okay. Ubundu, Ubundu. Any two trees of the Congo. So I have written mahogany and ebony trees. These are the name of the trees. Okay. Any two animals found in the Congo. So I have written okapi and white rhino. Okay. You can write any two animals names from here also. It is given na mountain gorilla, okapi, white rhino, a common chimpanzee, bonobo. So any two animals name, any two spellings which you find easy, you can write from here also. Similarly with the cities, from this map, any of the two cities name you can write. Now question number F, correctly match list 1 with list 2. Now something is given in list 1 and its correlated part is given in list 2. So we have to match both the things which are related to each other. First is the Kinshasa. So it is the capital of the Congo. It will be matched with C. Please use scale and pencil to do the matching work and do it neatly and cleanly. Okay. Second, Matadi. It is an important port of the country. It will be matched with D. Cassava. It is the main food crop. It will be matched with A. Pygmies. It is the primitive tribe. Primitive means जो बहुत पहले के होते हैं, ancient. और tribal people means जो कबीले के लोग होते हैं. So pygmies are primitive tribe. Bantu, it is the language of the Congolese. Congolese means the people who are living in Congo country, they are known as Congolese. So Bantu is the language of the Congolese people. So this was all about the book exercises. Now we are moving to the very short answer type questions. So before writing very short answer type questions, you will again give date and day. You will give chapter number, chapter name, and then you will write this statement, very short answer type questions, and then you will write questions and then you will write answer. Since these are very short answer type questions, so we have to give the answers to the point only. Okay. So first question is, name the countries which lies in the east of the DRC. So I have written it is Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and Tanzania. Means DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo के ईस्ट में कौन कौन से countries lie करते हैं. So that you have to find in the map also. You can take reference from the map also, that where is DRC. Here it is DRC and here it is the eastern part. So which are the countries which are found towards the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Or it will also be given towards the east of the country. Here it is given Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania on the east. Okay. Now, the second question is, what is the capital of the DRC? So it is Kinshasa. Okay. Third, which term is used for the thick grasslands of Africa continent? So the term is savanna. Okay. The thick grasslands which are grown, which are there, grassy plains which are found in Africa continent, they are particularly known by the name savanna. Okay. It is V. Fourth, name any two national parks of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So it is Garumba and Virunga National Park. So any two national parks it has been asked, and these two national parks only it has been given in the chapter. So it is Garumba and Virunga National Park. Fifth, name the tribes of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now you have to write the tribals of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So the tribes are Mongo, Luba, and Congo. Okay, so these are the names of the tribes which are living over there in the Congo, in the deep forest, in the village areas. The name of the tribes are Mongo, Luba, and Congo. Okay. Now coming to the short answer type questions. Below the very short answer type questions, you can continue in your fair notebook these short answer type questions. Okay. So first question is, give a short account on the wildlife of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So you have to give a little bit descriptions about the wildlife of the DRC. So the answer is, its rainforest contain great biodiversity. Since it is a rainforest, rain is heavily available throughout the year, almost throughout the year. So it is also containing a large number of different biodiversity, means different types of flora and fauna, different types of plants, shrubs, trees, as well as animals. Having many rare and endemic species such as the common chimpanzee and the bonobo, mountain gorilla, okapi, and white rhino. Now these are some of the examples of the animals, wild animals, which are found in there. Okay, and these are the rare species. I have already explained rare species. And what are the endemic species? Endemic species which are found in any of the particular region, only found in that particular region. It is given in your keywords also, species found only in some particular areas. And rare species with a small population on the verge of being extinct, मतलब जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा small population में बचे हुए हैं और अब वो लुप्त होने की कगार पर हैं. Extinct means diminish होने, disappear होने के verge पर हैं. So these are some of the endemic and rare species. Okay, wildlife in itself, the term includes all the different kinds of plants, animals, trees, forest, as well as birds, animals, matlab everything which is coming in the wildlife. Okay, so since DRC is a dense forest area and it is receiving rainfall also, very good annual rainfall, so it is having diversity of biological life. Okay, biodiversity. 5 of the country's national parks, such as the Garumba, Kahuji Biga, Salonga, and Virunga national parks, and the Okapi Wildlife Reserve, are listed as World Heritage Site. World Heritage Site means some places or something which is of very much importance regarding its physical location or regarding the things regarding in the World Heritage Site. Even the national parks can come, even some kind of ancient monument, ancient places, ancient temples, they can also be the World Heritage Site. Okay, so it is decided by the UNESCO body. Okay, that regards ki which are the important places in the world which is important from the point of view of its physical location, from the point of view of its species of animals or plants, from the point of view of its architectural or cultural or traditional beauty and things. Okay, so now these things, they are listed as World Heritage Site. Okay, these names, the 5 national parks which I have given you. Okay, so the spellings are very little bit typical, so you have to be very careful while writing them as well as while learning them. Okay, pronounce it properly and then you can learn the spellings easily. So this was a brief account about the wildlife of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, now the second question, what do you know about the industries and transport of the DRC? So first we will explain about the industries. The DRC is rich in mineral resources. It is the world's largest producer of cobalt and major producer of copper and industrial diamond. Yes, we all have studied this thing, that जो DRC है वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा mineral resources हैं. Mineral means the things which we get from inside the earth. After excavating the earth, we are getting these minerals in the form of rocks. Okay. Actually, rocks are made up of minerals. So different types of rocks contains different types of minerals from which those minerals are extracted through industrial processes. Okay. And DRC is one of the world's largest producer of cobalt. Cobalt जो mineral है उसका largest producer है और बहुत ज़्यादा major producer है copper का. Copper wire is used for electrical wiring and for making copper utensils and other things. And industrial diamond, we have studied industrial diamond is a sharp tool which is used for cutting and drilling things. It has deposits of tantalum which is used in the fabrication of electronic components in computers and mobile phones. तो computers और mobile phones में जिस भी electrical components की ज़रूरत पड़ती है उसके fabrication, उसकी covering या उसके बनाने में कहीं ना कहीं tantalum का use होता है और जिस tantalum mineral का एक great producer है DRC. Okay, there are few industries and are near or in the cities. वहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रीज अभी ज़्यादा डेवलप नहीं हुए हैं, थोड़े बहुत ही हैं और जो हैं वो शहरों के आसपास हैं. Dams have been built across the rivers to produce hydroelectricity because we have studied this country is having plenty of water. So that will be a better use to produce hydroelectricity, to generate electricity with the help of water falling from a great height. So dams have been built for that purpose. So this was about the industries. Now coming back to the transport. The DRC has thousands of kilometers of navigable waterways. And traditionally, water transport has been the dominant means of moving around 2/3 of the country. This thing I have already explained in my lecture video also कि वहाँ पे waterways, navigable waterways means ऐसे पानी के स्रोत, ऐसे पानी के जरिए जहाँ पे स्टीमर, बोट्स आसानी से जा सके ताकि लोग एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ट्रेवल कर सके. ठीक है, तो ऑलमोस्ट 2/3 पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री, 2/3 हिस्सा हम of the country we can travel by using waterways, navigable waterways. Okay, so ये वहाँ पे traditionally भी बहुत ज़्यादा famous है to use water transport. Okay, dominant means मतलब जो बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रचलित हो, बहुत ही ज़्यादा famous हो. Now coming to the question number 3, what are the significances of the river Zaire? Now we know river Zaire is the second largest big river in this country. So what is the significance? Significance means what is the importance? What is the necessity? So answer is major part of Congo lies in the basin of Zaire river. जो बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा है कॉन्गो का वो कहाँ पे है? वो जायरे रिवर के नदी के जो घाटियां उसके आसपास ही बसा हुआ है. ठीक है, which is the second largest river in Africa that we have studied, and river Nile is the first largest river, and river Zaire or Congo river that is the second largest river in Africa. The Zaire river enters the Atlantic Ocean near Matadi, which is an important port of the country. Now, port is also having its own importance because it is very much used for the water transport to transport the goods or cargoes through waterways for the export and import of different materials. So Matadi is an important port of that country which is situated near the Zaire river, where the Zaire river is meeting the Atlantic Ocean. It is falling into the Atlantic Ocean. So this was about the significance of the river Zaire. Fourth, what is the lifestyle of pygmies? Now in this answer we have to describe the lifestyle of the pygmies, that the pygmies people जो आदिवासी pygmies हैं वो अपने जीवन कैसे व्यतीत करते हैं, क्या है peculiar उनकी lifestyle में. So first point is pygmies is a tribal group of very short people. Yes, one of the characteristic feature is that pygmies are short height people living in equatorial region of Africa. और वो ज़्यादातर northern part equatorial region के आसपास जो region है African continent का, Africa continent का वो part, the part of African continent which is lying nearby the equatorial line. तो उस region में वो ज़्यादा dominant है, वहाँ पे उनकी ज़्यादा dominancy है, वो tribal group वहाँ पर ज़्यादा फैला हुआ है. ठीक है, pygmies. They are nomads and live in small huts that we have seen in the picture also. Nomads people means those who are not having any permanent location. Those who keeps on moving from one place to another with their families, with their luggage, with their animals. At one place they will live for about 3 or 4 months. Okay, till the time food and other things are available over there. Then they move from one place to another. They keep on moving. Such peoples are called nomads. Means हिंदी में जैसे हम कहते हैं बंजारे. ओके, और छोटे छोटे हट्स में वो रहते हैं. थर्ड, दे आर स्किल्ड हंटर्स एंड आर फॉन्ड ऑफ हनी। तीसरी हमने जो क्वालिटी पढ़ी कि वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्किल्ड हंटर्स होते हैं, वो जानवरों का शिकार बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्किलफुली, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, कुशल तरीके से कर लेते हैं, और उनको हनी जो शहद होती है उससे भी बहुत ज़्यादा वो उनका फेमस है, बहुत फेवरेट है। ओके, सो दे आर स्किल्ड हंटर्स एंड आर फॉन्ड ऑफ हनी। सो दीज वर द 3 points important about the lifestyle of Pygmies people. Next question is, Christianity is followed by, this was a big question, that's why I have written only the small part of the question. You can also do like this. If the question statement is little longer, you can write the initial few words and then you can put dot 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 and then you can write the last line, or you can write the complete question also, that is up to you. So this is the 5th question. Christianity is followed by about 80% of the population of the DRC. Explain the statement, give reason to support your answer. दिस स्टेटमेंट सिंपली मीन्स कि जो मेजॉरिटी पीपल है वहाँ पे, जो मेजॉरिटी पीपल जो रिलीजन, जो धर्म को फॉलो करते हैं, दैट इज क्रिश्चियनिटी। ओके, वो ज़्यादातर क्रिश्चियन पीपल हैं, मतलब जो उनके एंसेस्टर्स थे वो क्रिश्चियन थे, फॉलोइंग क्रिश्चियनिटी। क्रिश्चियन डिनोमिनेशंस मीन्स दोज पीपल हु आर फॉलोइंग द क्रिश्चियनिटी, जो ईसाई धर्म का पालन कर रहे हों। ओके, so this statement means that Christianity is the majority religion in the DRC. Yes, that I have already told you कि जो मेजॉरिटी, जो बड़ा धर्म है, जैसे हमारे इंडिया में हम कह सकते हैं विच इज द मेजॉरिटी रिलीजन, तो हिंदू। ओके, बट one thing is also that our country is a diverse country. Okay, there are so many diverse cultures and traditions. Okay, there are Hindu also, there are Muslim people also, Sikh also, Christians also. So it is that's why and this is the speciality of our country, that we are having unity in diversity. But in other Western countries the things are not very much like our country. Okay, now we can see here that in the DRC country, the majority religion which the people are following, that is of Christianity. Okay, the reason for this is with about 30 million members, 30 million, okay, 30 करोड़ जो लोग हैं, the Roman Catholic Church in the DRC is one of the largest Christian denominations in the continents of Africa. अब जिस रिलीजन को फॉलो करने वाले की तादाद की संख्या, जो पॉपुलेशन है, जो नंबर है पीपल, वो 30 मिलियन मेंबर्स हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली ये मेजॉरिटी बना रही है वहाँ के पॉपुलेशन के लिए. सो दैट्स वाई इट इज बीइंग सेड कि वहाँ पे जो क्रिश्चियनिटी डिनोमिनेशंस है दैट इज बीइंग मेजरली फॉलोड. वो बहुत बड़े स्तर पे, बहुत बड़े स्केल पे इट इज बीइंग फॉलोड बाय द कंट्री. ओके, सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट द आंसर फिफ्थ, दैट द रीजन फॉर दिस इज विथ अबाउट. और इसका जो रीजन है कि जो स्टेटमेंट है ना, क्रिश्चियनिटी इज द मेजॉरिटी रिलीजन, तो इसके सपोर्ट में हम यही कह सकते हैं क्योंकि जो रोमन कैथोलिक चर्च है इट इज हैविंग 30 मिलियन मेंबर्स एंड द 30 मिलियन मेंबर्स फॉलोइंग क्रिश्चियन रिलीजन itself it is speaking much volume about this. Yes, the most famous and the followed religion it is of Christianity. It is very much famous among the people and they are following the Christianity religion rules and regulations. Okay, so this was question number 5. Now this chapter explanation plus book exercises plus keywords plus question answers is being completed through the lecture videos. Okay, so now your task is to complete your written work in your SST Fair notebook very neatly and cleanly without any spelling errors. Okay, please do your work very neatly, very cleanly, carefully. Please do not commit spelling mistakes because it has become very difficult to check the things on the WhatsApp group. So try to do your things carefully with utmost concentration and focus. Okay, and solve the book exercises in the chapter itself, in the SST book itself. So that's all for today's class. Thank you for the class.